Hi, it's Juliet here, and I am in Israel at the Thomas Hubl New Year Collective Trauma Retreat. And hi, I just said on the way when I was at the airport, that I would try and make a little video whilst I was here to share a little bit. Hi, Caroline. To share a little bit about the retreat and what's happening here. So it's actually been really hard to find a space, to know when to send a little live Facebook video out, but here I am trying, and I'm sitting out on the veranda having just had a really lovely lunch and the short time we have between sessions. So I'm not quite sure what the most important thing is that I can share, that it's been such a huge wealth of understanding and healing, really deep healing. There are 170 people here on this retreat, and Thomas's work is really in tune, deeply precision work, working with really deep trauma patterns with people in a really deeply compassionate way. So that's been very touching to witness and to see the way he works, and also the depth of his understanding about trauma healing and our collective trauma. And I know that what I'm doing here is really going to deeply inform my own work with people, with the work that I'm doing with my own trainings. And I don't know if there is any particular piece right at this point that I can pick out and share with you, except perhaps his talk about our batteries, how it's so important that we are keeping our batteries charged, and that if we are using our holidays we go on holiday to charge our battery, then we've already lost the plot, so to speak, because we need to go away on holiday and be fully charged. And what this comes down to is that when we have a difficult experience in life, we need to stop in that moment and start doing the work of integration, and not to be filling up our pot with too many things. Because if we're just overfilling and trying to deal with so much intense experience the whole time, the experience that's coming in from all directions, with the amount of information that comes in through our mobile phones and Facebook, the newspapers, the stress of our family and our friends, if we're trying to deal with that all the time, that our batteries actually get really run down, and so that we have to slow things down, make enough space for ourselves on a daily basis to be able to integrate, to reflect upon what's happened in the course of the day and integrate those experiences, so that the next time we come into a stressful situation, we're not bringing to that situation a whole baggage, a whole huge amount of undigested material, but we're fresh and we're able to hold and contain and support the situation with full consciousness. And that if we can work in that way and just keep our batteries charged the whole time, that when we do go away on holiday, that we have the energy to actually take the time out and enjoy ourselves. So I know this is a big issue for people. All of us are so stressed, especially if we're working with other people that are distressed, especially if we're working in the capacity, in the health system, in any of these caring sectors. So if we can understand how to regulate our nervous system, how to keep ourselves replenished, how to keep the battery recharged, then we can be so much more of service to other people. But more importantly, we don't burn out ourselves, because we need to keep present. We need to actually keep going and not do a short burst and then collapse. Because this is our life. After all, we're here, we've incarnated for a very special purpose. Each one of us is here for a deeply unique reason. And we don't want to burn out. We want to be able to have the full amount of energy and consciousness and presence to really be able to fully manifest our soul intention. So leaving you with that little snippet from this intensely packed 7 days retreat. And if you want to know more, I would really recommend that you tune in to Thomas Hubl's website and look at the trainings he does, that he offers, the teachings that he offers. And also I, as much as possible, post on my own timeline information about this and how his work overlaps with the work of other really important people in the trauma field, such as Dr. Gabor Mate, Dr. Peter Levine, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. All of these people are doing really groundbreaking research work, but each with their unique flavour and unique perspective, and together this is creating a rich tapestry for our understanding of trauma and our understanding that the collective trauma is the human condition, that we're all born into a collective trauma field, and that if we're going to change what's happening on the planet, if we're going to change the perpetual war that runs, the perpetual craziness in our politics, and the fact that at this moment we've got highly traumatized and fragmented people who are our leaders, which the resonance of which causes a highly fragmented population. Our fragmentation is getting worse because of the leadership that we now have. So if we're going to make a difference, we have to understand trauma, and we have to know how to do the trauma healing for ourselves in our communities, and things will start to shift. So today I want to say Happy New Year and Happy New Decade. We're at this really pivotal point in human history, and we're in the not the 1920s. That was another major transition point, but we're in the 2020s, and there's a huge amount of hope at this moment in time, a huge amount of hope for the awareness and the consciousness that's rising amongst us. So I'm going forward in the day with that feeling of hope and excitement about the future, and about how, when we work together, what we can all do to help each other, support each other, and support this consciousness and this shift coming in. So enjoy your day. Perhaps we could spend a moment just being peaceful with each other, taking some breaths together. It's a really lovely day here, a gentle day. So just taking a moment to feel into our bodies, feeling the power of our breath. So be well. Bye for now. Bye.